Here's another one of my absolute favorite trucks on this property that fortunately the owner finally moved out of its hiding spot. This is a very period modified K5 Blazer. So it's got the what I believe is still, there's a sticker on the back window denotes an original Rancho 500 suspension. It's got super swampers and some very deep dish wheels. You know, I think this was someone's baby back in the day. We're not sure what the history of it is in terms of how it got here or what have you, but it's definitely a worthy project. I mean, look at that light bar. I love that light bar and the sun visor. You know, this K5 Blazer is, you know, from an era that's really become a bit of a collector's item. And I'm not trying to oversell it that this isn't a project. It is a project. It needs a motor. It does have a transmission, I believe. But and it does need some rust repair down that lower quarter. You can see that bottom part of the door here is a little bit crunchy. Yeah, so that's got to be, that rocker has got to be replaced. And fenders, of course, those are always problem areas on these trucks. But interior's kind of cool. It's got some mildly psychedelic door panels. I believe this was originally, it looks like transmission is out of it, but we do have a transmission for it on the property. It's a manual, which is nice to find. That rocker is pretty bad. That's gonna need to be fixed. I love the fact it's still got an old school car phone in it. I mean, this was really, if you're into history like me, you just dig the fact that someone built this thing to be, you know, the most epic K5 they could find. Bucket seats, fuzzy dash. Let's see what the odometer says. Looks like it's showing, well, that's rolled over. 25,000 obviously is not accurate. Like I said, I love that old light bar on the roof. Underneath, you know, the frame looks good, you know, them scales you might expect. But yeah, need the transmission, drive shafts, those sorts of things. Like I said, these wheels are just so period correct if you're into mudding in the 80s. So it is a project. I'm not trying to undersell that one bit, but I just love the vibe this thing has. It's a you know, this is how they would have built it back in 1985 if you were going to go mudding in your K5. So if you want a shot at this, or think you can take it on, give me a shout. I'd love to see this find a new home and get brought back to life. Thanks, guys.